Okay, welcome back to Season 2, Day 1 of the Long Dark. I started this one, same difficulty level. I started this one on Mystery Lake, which is the only place in the game which I have any real knowledge of where the hell I'm going. I've picked it because of, well, one, that. If you've seen Season 1 you'll understand why. And also the fact that I know that it has a decent amount of human habitation. So I'm going to use this as like a building point to gather myself, get my materials together, and then slowly, really interesting looking rock, and slowly build up to a position where I could explore the rest of the game world and get an understanding of where I am. That silver birch tree there, that's going to have birch bark as tinder falling off of it, but I obviously can't reach that. But it's worth knowing. Also something that you can use in real life. Birch tree is very, very good for fire lighting, container making, all kinds of different rubbish. Okay, no ability to deal with this stag. Right, so this is the forested area with us. Look at that, immediately look a sign. Love this place. Actually people around. It's not just crawling with like bears and dead people and snow holes and places to set up fires where they immediately go out. I mean, that was just like a litany of my mistakes last time, which caused my death. I'm not gonna hide from that, but this is definitely a less hostile environment, so I'll be more forgiving of my inevitable massive number of mistakes. Okay, I hear crows, look up, see crows. That's going to be something for me to go and loot over there. Some kind of carcass or other. It sounds really sad, but I hope it's a human. Purely because I don't have any tools to deal with a frozen carcass at the moment. I can't get any meat off of one by just like clawing away at it or anything. I nearly feel bad for it, but yay, a dead body. Oh. Well, that was annoying. Okay. So I think this is by the lookout. If I'm not mistaken. Let's go and read this sign and it'll tell us. See a nice little radio transmitter up there. And another corpse. Okay, it's like a forest watching outpost up there, which we're definitely going to check out. A couple of stones. Yeah, the weather's being reasonably kind to us. A little bit of wind, but nothing too horrendous. Would have been nice to be able to get some kind of tools or clothes off of those bodies, but there you go. Pick up the pace a bit. We're in the early afternoon, it looks like we've crashed here. More dead bodies over there. The crows are having a field day, aren't they? I think that's down, but I'll look at what that is anyway.
Okay.
Chocolate bar will do. Where's that? You've binoculars in this game, I swear. It's got to be a dead body, hasn't it? Doesn't look like a stag or anything. Any little rocks about. They're throwing at rabbits and stuff. Nightmare scenario here is to run into a wolf. I don't think they live up here. I don't think any of them have got this as part of their territory. That's where we started from. We'll get not only the reward of a bit of shelter, maybe some tools, maybe some clothes, but we should also get the reward of some pretty spectacular views. Probably one of the best views, I think. Alright, I'll make a fire later. Oh. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Have they just made the whole thing, just a whole lot less straightforward? Right, let's get in here. There's still stuff which we can claim here. Right, good. Got wood, we got some more wood. We'll need a hatchet or something to get to.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Painkillers, that's good. Last game I seemed to have no painkillers and all I was getting was injuries which required painkillers. Oh yes. Hunting rifle. Wonder if it's got any ammo in it. Emergency stem, that's going to keep me alive when things get really desperate. So when I was dying last time, you kind of saw it all fade in and fade out. You can whap a stem and it'll buy you another 5-10 minutes of clarity to get yourself
Starting to feel numb.
out of dodge and somewhere more useful. Right. Some wood. Firewood's good. Soda. Oh yes. I'm that cold. Stupid bloody wind. It's gonna be that cold that I might set up a fire here. At the same time I can use that fire to exploit that stag. Okay, that looks the kind of thing which you can whap a mountaineering rope to get up and down easier. So I'm a bit more of an explorer and then I'm going to get the hell out of here.
I'll take it.
Oh. Talk about archery. The level designer's hidden anything lovely for me up here? Nope. A bit of parkour on my way down. Right. There's the one I want to get to. Where's the sun? So I want the sun on my left. Okay. Let's get down here as quickly as possible and make our way that way.
Damn.
Happy to spend some fatigue by running and a little bit of risk of injury, especially now I've got the painkillers. If I get a sprained ankle because of this, you know, I care a lot less. What this is going to allow me to do is get over to that other outpost that I really want to be at more quickly and easily. Then I'll be alright. A little bit cold, but you know, I've managed to find a can of soda. That's a few calories. Got some water just by virtue of doing that. I should have started with some, like a can and some matches and that kind of stuff, because the game's quite kind to you like that. You know, it doesn't start you with literally nothing. It's not like Ed Stafford's Naked and Afraid. You're like, oh dear, how long is it going to be before I just perish because of the fact I have no tools or anything like that. So this way. Keep the sun on my left. Good, so I found clear cut. What I should have done in that campfire is actually checked it and then picked up a bit of charcoal and then started mapping this. That's going to be useful, and that'll be something which I will be doing more of later. It's actually, as one of the great additions that I heard about to this game, but I haven't actually had to play around with really yet, is the ability to make maps.
Looks like this has been here a while.
What's this? Yeah, okay, another interesting looking rock. I always get this kind of question in my head, do I climb this type of thing, or just keep heading around and assume that I'm going to get a doorway or some kind of bit which I can turn into? I'll be more direct. I've got plenty of health and resources at the moment. I can climb up this little bank. Cute. So I guess it's my experience in these kinds of in Mystery Lake, where I'm like, it's so much easier surviving in a building, in a place where people have been. Find all kinds of other really useful stuff which is immediately useful. You don't have to worry about spending, you know, days or weeks preparing things and curing them and stuff before you can craft the next bit of clothing. You just pick it up and it's clothing, right? So this might be a slight detour, but I'm hoping this will actually take me up to the right place. But yeah, that's why when I saw the fire last time and I was, you know, stuck in caves for a couple of days for season 1, I was like, I need to find... Oh, great.
That's sore.
Well, painkillers. Thanks. They work super fast in game. Like they are proper added in extra stuff. Within 15 minutes all your money back. Yeah, great. So I am on the right place. Am I stuck on the outside now that I've gone up this way? I think I am. I think I need to explore further around. If I can kind of climb up this side a bit. If I have to go all the way down to get onto the path, then obviously I will, but I'm going to try and avoid that as much as I can. It looks like I'm going to have to. Ah, buildings. Right. These will do. I think I found my place where I'm going to spend tonight. Exploring these buildings, ransacking what I can from them, get some materials and stuff up for a fire, but that'll keep me safe for tonight, safe and warm. Building is so much, like, the most extreme thing is a snow shelter, right? Snow shelter and a decent roll bag will kind of keep you, I think, about 10 degrees above what you feel in your clothes, if you like. So they're not too bad, but I mean, if you get a really rough night or a storm or a blizzard or something comes in and it gets down to kind of minus 30, minus 40, minus 60, then, you know, a snow shelter which is exposed is basically still death. So sometimes you need a snow shelter in a shelter position and a fire. Cave is kind of the same, but is a step up. So a cave is much better than a snow shelter, but even better than those is building, where you can basically go in and normally be warm no matter what. You know, just don't be basically there in your pants and you'll be okay. Okay, let's explore this broken building and then I'm going to go clockwise until I hit the broken building again. Right, should be 24 rotates if I'm not mistaken. The poor dead guy. Nothing. That's why he died, son. this is going pretty well. So, how to cook. Yeah, I mean, you can just see, like, chalk and cheese. There are really savage, hard areas to try and survive in this place. And there are places which are much easier. I don't really want to sleep in here with a dead guy. That's too much of a reminder of my own mortality. But you can see, you know, air temperature in here is basically -3, even though it's super cold outside. I haven't got a need for like hardly any clothes at all, and I'm still gaining warmth. That's the difference between like a man-made shelter and any of the other types. If you manage to get man-made shelter, just, you know, no brainer, go for it.
I think I can use this.
Great, antibiotics, definitely use them. We should act like a bit of a moron again and just start eating raw meat by clicking the wrong buttons. I'm happy to break this down, basically because of the fact that I'm somewhere which is reasonably warm. Okay, and clockwise. This fog's always nasty. It's quite often very cold. And when it really thickens up, you can get into a position where you lose your bearings so easily. Getting lost is what kills you. I had it before with a massive breeze, and I was stuck in a house.
This will come in handy.
One of the cabins in Mystery Lake. And my fire had run out, and I was like, I just got out and grab some sticks, basically, you know. And I could see about 20 feet in front of me, something like that, and I just wandered out into it. Can't have been more than 10-15 meters away from where I'd started.
This stuff will come in handy.
But could be a nice fire. And yeah, just ended up in a position where I was just absolutely lost. Couldn't see it. Like, I knew I was literally next to it, and I wandered around basically until I died. I knew that I couldn't have been more than 30, 40, 50 yards away from the away from my building and safety. What we got? That's actually better than the hoodie. Okay, I'll wear that then. Break the hoodie down in a bit and right, last building. With this fog closing in, I am going to spend my night in one of these buildings. I haven't decided which one yet. Decided which one, definitely not, because, you know, it's got a dead guy in it. Pork and beans. Got a nice little picture of a railway carriage with logs on it. That'll up my morale. Old bedroll. There's lots of stuff I can use for cloth here, which is good. I am warm enough. Oh, that's good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this one home for tonight. I think it's probably going to be a fairly nomadic existence, actually. And try and explore everything. So I'm not going to be seeing how long I can live, if you like, in one place or anything like that. I'm just going to see and if I can learn all the different areas, all the stuff that I've missed. Okay. So I think we're in a position now where we can start getting to work. So nice trousers, got a nice thing. Which one of these is better? Yeah. New trail boots, significantly better than worn ones. I just dropped those. I'll sleep at the end there, I think. Let's see if I can lay it on top of the bed. Whether it allows me to do that, I don't know. But I think that'd be a nice look. Okay, I'm not going to set a fire or anything. One, because you know I'm indoors, it would be stupid, and two, that it realizes that and doesn't let you. So let's see what we've got going. What's our water situation like? Drink the most damaged stuff first. That's looking pretty good. Can't believe I found a gun already. Has it got any rounds in it? No. No bullets in there. And 41% means that it could well jam, so don't really want to be using that for self-defense. I want to be using that for hunting, where if I don't fire a round, it doesn't matter so much. It's not so much life and death. It's like, oh well, I guess I'm not eating that right now. 12 matches, 1 flare, plenty of food. Yep. No updates on my map. Cycle tin, cooking pot. Just want to take stock of where I am and what I've got. Actually, I'm already in a good place. So, I was hoping it was going to allow me to. It's going to make me sleep on the floor in the dirt. Yeah, you'll do. Fine, that sounds pretty reasonable. So, I think I'm just going to stick my head outside. It looks like it's getting darker outside. Yeah, I thought I'd pop out and see the lovely orange sunset. I think that's quite a nice view. Let's get a screenshot. There we go. Right, we can call that a day. So I'm going to pop in and sleep. This is so much of a better start than the last time, where I was like huddling around in caves and stuff with almost no equipment. Priorities tomorrow. Head up to that outlook, because what I'm really after is a knife or a hatchet. I'm only going to find those off of people, so I need to be looking out for dead bodies and buildings. That's where I'm going to find those. So let's call that a night. See if we can knock out 8 hours sleep. I'm going to wake up refreshed, needing something to drink and eat, but basically ready to go, I think. Yeah, good. Fully rested. Bit empty on the older fluids. That's fine. Pass the time for a couple of hours. He's getting really thirsty, isn't he? Right, okay. New priority for tomorrow as well, water. Okay, and let's see if we can crack off 3 hours sleep. Okay, now. Let's pass the time for 2 hours. See why? There we go. That's what I want. We got the bread roll.
Need a horse.
And let's go out and have a look at the new day. Look at that. That's going to be a lovely glowing sunrise soon. Very perfect visibility. Look at that. I might actually just have to grab one more little screenshot of the sun coming up. Maybe we'll leave that for next episode. That'd be a nice treat for next episode, right? Okay. Well, survived first day. looking pretty good, much better shape than I was before. Got a clear plan, essentially get up to that outlook, which we're right by. So this is 5 Prime signing off.